Hello, tenor saxophonists. This is Rick with Musicians Edition. We are on page 35 this week in the Tenor Saxophone Book. And there are some nice songs on this page, some that you might recognize. And as we go further and further into the book and you learn more and more, the songs get a little more complex, a little more complicated, but a little more fun. You can do a lot more with more notes and more rhythms. So let's start. First one is called Grandfather's Clock, number 152. Check, as always, check the key signature, check the time signature, and look for directions in the music. We have moderato at the beginning, meaning moderate speed, medium tempo. There is a DC al fine at the end. Remember that DC means go back to the beginning, stop at fine. Al fine means until you get to fine, which is toward the end of the first line. There's also a repeat sign there. There is a pickup note, one count pickup note to this song. It does say, it gives you an instruction to circle the notes changed by the key signature. So what you want to do there is check the key signature and then put a circle around any notes that are changed by that key signature. All right, here we go with Grandfather's Clock. 1, 2, 1. So notice the pickup note in measure one, or before the first complete measure is one count long. We also have a split measure. If you look at the end of the first line where the repeat sign is, the repeat sign is in the middle of the measure. So really the G quarter note and then the 2/8 notes, that's one complete measure with a repeat sign in the middle. All right, next we have Cumbia, which I'm sure you'll know that song. This one has pickup notes, and instead of just one count, it has two pickup notes. Those would be beats 3 and 4. And then if you look at the end of the song, there is a measure with just 2 beats, a half note. Okay, Largo, slowly. I'm going to keep the metronome set at the same tempo, which is 80. Actually, let's slow it down a little bit for Largo. Okay. So the count off will be 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2. word of caution when you are learning a song that you might know. Sometimes when you read a piece of music like Cumbia or something else, it might have a little bit different rhythm than you are used to hearing. And so there are several reasons that could happen. There could be different variations. Sometimes they're attempting to simplify the rhythm, and so it might be a little different. So just be aware of that. If what I just played sounds a little different than what you hear in your head, I was playing it the way it's written. So always watch out for that. All right, the next one is called Grant Us Peace, German Canon. A canon is also called a round, and in a canon or a round, if you look at this song, you will see that there's a number 1 at the beginning, there's a number 2 at the second line, and there's a 3 on the third line. That means that up to 3 different people or groups of instruments could be playing this song, and they start at different times. So a round or a canon is a song that has a section of music, in this case it's 8 measures, and played with the other 2 sections of 8 measures. They sound nice together, they harmonize. So what you can do is play it along with my part and start in a different spot. So the way this works is, if I start at the beginning where the number 1 is, then you can come in at where the number 2 is when I get to number 2, but you will start playing at the beginning. So I'm at number 2, you're at number 1, and we play together. You can also come in when I'm at number 3, and you can play numbers 1 or 2. So let me go ahead and play through it for you. And this one's marked Andante, so that's a little faster than Largo. Three beats in a measure. Here we go. Oh, I wanted to mention one other thing before I start. You will notice, take a look at, where is the first one? On the third line in the 4th measure, we have a middle C to low C. And then it does that again a couple measures later. So when you're making a big jump like that, especially going to a low note like low C, and we've talked about how everything has to be in good shape as far as all the keys push down all the way, because you've got the air traveling almost all the way through the entire instrument. There's only a couple open pads at the bottom of the saxophone. And it's low. So when you go from that middle C to the low C, you should make a little bit of an adjustment with your embouchure to help the saxophone get down to the low note. That would be dropping or relaxing your embouchure a little bit. And don't be surprised and don't get too worried about if you try to play the C to the low C and the low C doesn't come out the very first time. I would expect that. If you keep working on it, you'll get better at it. So you've heard that. I think it was on the 3rd one or the 4th one. I had that low C didn't speak right away. That does happen. I was making some adjustments. They're slight, but it does help. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so learn the song all the way through until you can play it well, and then try doing it in a round. Just to review once again, what you would do is you would listen to me play that first line, and then when I get to where number 2 is, you would start playing at number 1. Or you can wait until I get to number 3, and then you could play line 1, or you could play line 2. But once you start, so if I'm at number 2 and you're at number 1, you just play the whole thing through, and when I get to number 3, you'd be at number 2, and then you would be playing line 3, and I would be done. Hope that makes sense. One more. Go for excellence. Lots of eighth notes in this one, so I'm going to slow down the speed a little. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh, my key's stuck. And let me point that out because that happens sometimes. So my neck strap wasn't in all the way, and then when I tried to press my B flat key, it didn't open because this was in the way. So just something to watch out for. I don't know if there's any chance that would happen on your saxophone, but it did on mine just now. So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I hope you enjoy the songs on this page. I did, and we'll see you next time for page 36.